How's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show, and today I'm talking to everybody about a little anime called World Break. And World Break is essentially starting out pretty average. As far as I can tell, it's a major difference from like when I've pretty much picked this anime up and sort of watched it from like the first episode to now, and really it's kind of doing the same thing that it did in its first episode. It's talking about how that Himura's special, and pretty much Shizuno is pretty much all on him, and so is Sasuke. I mean, like, that's pretty much kind of like the crux of this anime. And really, the major focus of this episode is the fact that that interest has arisen from him because he's so powerful, and that he pretty much took out the Super Hydra, and now they want him to be Japan's S rank, so that he can fight for them when they beck and call. Essentially, become their secret weapon. That's pretty much about it. And one of the guys from England comes over, does his flash shit, and says, "Yeah, man, you can't just use your powers willy-nilly to fight me. I mean, come on, you know." And Himura's super honest, like, "Yeah, dude, I've only been doing this for about like 3 days, so calm the fuck down." And he's like, "Oh man, that's disappointing," and walks the fuck off. That's pretty much about it. And it isn't, and this episode is focusing a lot more on Shizuno and Himura to pretty much kind of like just come together and shit. One second, let me make sure I'm making sure that I'm saying their fucking names right. Either way, this episode was actually rather as normal as normal can get, with the added fact of them pretty much with them doing well. Now, with one little interesting thing, giving Shizuno's brother necessarily a keen little character trait of him saying, like, "Sure thing, I can go ahead and just spread like a small lie, saying that you fought the Hydra alone, and you can get the promotion." Whereas, which is Himura pretty much is saying, like, "Yeah, man, that's not pretty much how I roll. All three of us pretty much like work together for that. Even though I did the most damage, they still put up a valiant fight so that people could get the fuck away." So, you know, stuff like that. And pretty much this episode ends with a assassination attempt, and doing one of those things from one of the most average movies ever, the Tekken live action movie, which means that for the past 3 episodes, every single time something dire has happened in this fucking anime, Himura pretty much just has a flashback. And no, I'm not using his first name, alright? I'm using his last name. Apparently he gets a flashback because of he has a flashback about something that like one of his past lives did, which is weird because when they instantly do it, he has to pretty much write out a hand symbol, which that I don't know if anybody else was paying any attention, but like when the show first came on, from the very first frame upon to like when he was fighting the Hydra, it takes him quite a while to write one of those goddamn spells. But then on this one, he, just before it hits him, he has the ability to pretty much like stop time, instantly write it, and then shoot out like a ball of wind. I mean, like shoot out like a wave of wind, which I'm not necessarily complaining about, but I think he would have gotten hit before he could actually unleash that. But either way, he does it, fends off his attacker, who pretty much most likely is the butler chick who was driving Mr. English around all day. So that is what I gotta say about that. I'll catch you guys on the next John Graves Show. If I sound like I am disappointed in this anime, I'm not. But I'm struggling to pretty much kind of find too many things to pretty much kind of say, like, you know, I really gotta catch this anime early. So that is what I gotta say about that. Next time, I'll tell you all what I think about the next episode. Catch you next time. I'm out. Keep watching anime. Keep playing video games.